Welcome back to another explainer. Today we're diving into a mystery that I know has probably kept you up at night at least once. Why is it that some people can build absolute empires from scratch while others stay trapped in the exact same financial grind for years or even decades? What's the secret sauce here? I mean, really ask yourself, is it just dumb luck? Were these folks born with some rare magical talent? Or is there something way deeper at play? It's super easy to look at someone incredibly successful and just write it off as random chance. But the material we're digging into today absolutely shatters that assumption. See, most people stay stuck because they're sitting around waiting for their external circumstances to magically change. But here is the hard truth. Before anyone actually becomes a millionaire, they have to develop a millionaire mindset first. Your bank account literally mirrors your thinking. If you think small, well, you're going to live small. But if you can rewire how you think, your entire reality changes. All right, section 1, chasing value, not money. Shifting the focus from extraction to creation. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's exactly how that mindset shift happens. The average person wakes up every day and asks, how can I make more money? But the millionaire, they wake up and ask, how can I create more value? It sounds like a tiny tweak, right? But I promise you, it completely rewires how you tackle your career, your daily tasks, and your relationships. Think of it like a practical 4-step formula. Step 1, you solve problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. And as you become more valuable, boom, you naturally gain more opportunities. Finally, money follows. That's the key right there. Money is never the actual target. It is just a byproduct of being valuable. Money always follows value, never the other way around. Moving on to section 2, investing in your greatest asset, the ultimate safety net that no one can take away. So to create all that value, you need capital, right? But the greatest investment you'll ever make isn't throwing cash into stocks or buying up real estate. The ultimate safety net is you. It's about learning high-return skills, things like digital marketing or negotiation. It's reading books, taking courses, leveling up your communication. Wealth mentors know that the market can crash, but no one can ever take your knowledge away from you. Every single hour you invest in yourself pays the highest possible dividends over a lifetime. Section 3, the failure advantage, how wealth mentors process setbacks and mistakes. Now listen up, because this is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. If you want to know how wealth mentors operate, you have to look at how they view failure. We have to face a harsh reality here. Every single wildly successful entrepreneur has failed. Hard. We're talking lost businesses, completely drained bank accounts, and facing hundreds, sometimes thousands of brutal rejections. The average person hits just one of those roadblocks, internalizes it, and says, I'm a failure. But wealth mentors? They absolutely refuse to let a setback become their identity. That emotional resilience is literally the dividing line between ordinary and extraordinary. Instead of throwing a pity party, they ask one incredibly powerful question. What can I learn from this? They reframe failure entirely. It's not a stop sign, it's a mandatory tuition fee for success. When you ask what you can learn, every single mistake transforms into raw data, a distinct advantage over everyone else who just threw in the towel. Section 4, building lasting success, the superpower of patience and long-term thinking. Okay, so you've mastered this new view on failure. Now you need the fuel to keep going, because real wealth, it takes time. Wealth mentors don't chase flashy shortcuts. They know the timeline. In days, they are building rock-solid habits. Over weeks, they're developing those high-value skills. In months, they're forging deep, lasting relationships. And over years, that's when they grow massive businesses. They treat patience like a literal superpower that compounds daily actions into unbelievable long-term results. Section 5, the illusion of wealth. Stop buying to impress others. While you're on this journey, there is a massive trap waiting for you, the desperate urge to look successful before you actually are. We see it everywhere, right? People blowing hard-earned money on stuff they don't need just to impress people they probably don't even like. True millionaires are laser-focused on becoming rich, not just looking the part. They save, they invest, they actually pause and think before they buy, prioritizing absolute financial freedom over some fleeting social validation. Section 6, multiple sources of growth, never stopping the momentum. And as they're saving and investing, they aren't just parking their cash in a bank and going to sleep. Millionaires never rely on just one single opportunity. They are obsessed with momentum. They ruthlessly diversify their energy. We're talking 35% of their focus on building new business, another 35% on acquiring brand new skills, and 30% exploring side projects. For them, personal and financial growth is a 24/7 engine that never shuts off.
Section 7. A tale of two mindsets. Same starting point, wildly different destinations.
Let's make this super concrete. Picture two friends. They start at the exact same spot in life, bringing home the exact same paycheck every single month. Friend A spends every dime immediately to look wealthy, and then basically just sits on the couch waiting for their life to magically change. Now, friend B takes a different route. They save a portion, learn new skills, start a little online side hustle, and just focus on getting 1% better month after month. And then, time does what time always does. 5 full years pass. Just let that sink in for a second. 5 years of those daily, compounded choices. The results are like night and day. Friend A is still stuck on the exact same treadmill, still complaining, still waiting for a lucky break. But friend B, they've unlocked massive new opportunities that literally didn't exist for them 5 years ago. Remember, the salary was exactly the same. The starting line was identical. The only difference was the mindset they applied to their reality. Which brings us to the big takeaway of this entire explainer. Becoming a millionaire doesn't happen the day your bank balance hits 7 figures. It starts the very second you decide to think differently. You have to think bigger, stay curious, create relentless value, and embrace patience. Wealth is built one smart decision at a time. Your future isn't locked in by where you're sitting today. It's dictated entirely by the mindset you choose to adopt from this moment forward. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. The next time you're about to make a big decision or even just swipe your credit card, stop and ask yourself, is this just going to make me look successful right now, or is this actually going to help me become successful in the long run? The journey to real wealth starts entirely in your head. So what habit are you going to start today that your future self will thank you for? If you're ready to make that shift, drop a comment below and say, I think big. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one.